Nerds, it's official. Stranger Things 4 is coming. It's happening. It's confirmed. And now all that's left to do is find Hopper. That's if he's alive, of course, which he totally is. He's either in the Upside Down, or he's the American in Russia. Right. The official Stranger Things Twitter account just released, September 30th, a teaser video confirming the 4th season. In the video, a sign saying, "Welcome to Hawkins" can be seen in the Upside Down, and then the words, "We're not in Hawkins anymore," flash up on screen. Interestingly, the backing music is provided by Westminster chimes, used by a number of places around the world, but most famously associated with Big Ben in the UK. It's only been 5 minutes, but it's only a matter of time now before we find out what lies ahead for Will, Mike, 11, Dustin, Luca, S and Max in Season 4 of the Netflix show. We know, we're getting away ahead of ourselves, but that still doesn't mean we can't speculate and theorize amongst ourselves, does it? Of course, considering that the 3rd season has only just been released, there's no way we'll be getting any big plot details out of the Duffer Brothers and producer Sean Levy, but what do have is theories and clues based on the end of Season 3. A lot more details will become clearer once we get some answers to those unanswered questions from Season 3, but for now, here's what we know about the 4th season of Stranger Things. Has Stranger Things Season 4 been confirmed? Yes. Netflix confirmed on September 30th that the show will return for a 4th season. The Duffer Brothers have captivated viewers around the world with Stranger Things, and we're thrilled to expand our relationship with them to bring their vivid imaginations to other film and series projects our members will love, said Ted Sarandos, Chief Content Officer, Netflix. We can't wait to see what the Duffer Brothers have in store when they step outside the world of the Upside Down. Quote, "We are absolutely thrilled to continue our relationship with Netflix. Ted Sarandos, Cindy Holland, Brian Wright, and Matt Thunnell took a huge chance on us and our show, and forever changed our lives. From our first pitch meeting to the release of Stranger Things 3, the entire team at Netflix has been nothing short of sensational, providing us with the kind of support, guidance, and creative freedom we always dreamed about. We can't wait to tell many more stories together, beginning, of course, with a return trip to Hawkins." Speaking earlier in the year to Collider, producer Sean Levy said that Season 4 is definitely happening, adding that there's very much the possibility of a season beyond that one that's currently undecided. When does Stranger Things 4 start filming? There's no official start date for filming yet, but there's a couple of conflicting reports from the cast. It could either be October 2019, late 2019, or early 2020. In an interview with Poland in, Cara Buono, who plays Mrs. Wheeler, revealed that filming on Season 4 will begin in October 2019. A new listing in Production Weekly also says that filming is scheduled to start in October. According to fans, both Noah Schnapp and Gaten Matarazzo have also spoken about the filming dates. Gaten said in a live stream that they would not be filming this fall. And in an apparent deleted Instagram story, Noah reportedly revealed that filming starts in January. When will Stranger Things Season 4 be released? Due to the production schedule, there's no way of predicting when Stranger Things 4 will be released on Netflix. Season 1 saw a July 2016 premiere date, while Season 2 saw an October 2017 premiere date. Season 3 was released on July 4, 2019. Season 2 and 3's release dates also coincided with the timeline of the actual show. For example, Season 2 dropped on Halloween, which is when the season took place, and Season 3 dropped on July 4, mirroring the holiday weekend and summer setting. Season 1 did not follow this trend. All buyers went missing in November, while the show was released in July. Production has not started on Season 4 either, which means we could be waiting longer than a year. Season 3 began shooting in April 2018 and wrapped in November 2018. If the season starts filming in October, per Buono, and follows the same production schedule, Season 4 will likely be released at the end of 2020. Some fans seem to have spotted what looks like Joyce's green Ford Pinto and Hopper's Blazer arriving in Rome, Ohio, along with several other cars from the show, but that's all unconfirmed so far. How many episodes will be in Stranger Things Season 4? That all depends on how much story the Duffer Brothers have to tell. Season 1 had 8 episodes, Season 2 had 9 episodes, and Season 3 went back to 8 episodes. We can probably expect around 8 episodes to appear in Season 4. What year will Stranger Things 4 be set in? So far, each season has taken place a year apart, with Season 1 set in 1983, 2 in 1984, and 3 in 1985. Unless there's a huge time leap or it takes them way too long to bring out the 4th, it's looking like Season 4 could be set in 1986. Of course, the age of the younger cast members could affect the year that the season is set in. Given that they're all growing up fast, the show could flash forward a few more years. Caleb McLaughlin, who turns 18 this year, can only play a 14-year-old for so long. If the show goes beyond 1986, they will also have to find a way to address the career of a young Winona Ryder. Winona's debut film role was in 1986 as Lucas. She then appeared alongside Rob Lowe in Square Dance in 1987. If the show ever makes it to 1988, they're surely gonna have to reference how much a young Lydia Deetz from Beetlejuice and Veronica Sawyer from Heathers looks like Joyce Byers. Which cast members will return for Stranger Things Season 4? Well, given what happens at the end of Season 3, the cast list will have a couple of big missing pieces when we return for Season 4, but more on that in a sec. We'll probably see most of our favorite cast members returning, hopefully with some new faces. Noah Schnapp, Will, Millie Bobby Brown, 11, Caleb McLaughlin, Lucas, Gaten Matarazzo, Dustin, Finn Wolfhard, Mike, and Sadie Sink Max will hopefully all return. Winona Ryder is also bound to return as everyone's favorite mum Joyce Byers. Charlie Heaton, Natalia Dyer and Joe Keery, whose characters might likely be full-time college students, should all return too. Fans will no doubt love to see Priya Ferguson, Erica, and Maya Hawke Robin return in Season 4 as well after their iconic scenes in Season 3. Cara Buono, who plays Karen Wheeler, will also probably return. And now for the sad news. Unless there's flashback scenes involved, Dacre Montgomery will probably not be returning, as Billy was killed by the Mind Flayer monster in the Battle of Starcourt at the end of Season 3. There's also the rather big looming question about whether or not David Harbour, who plays the beloved Jim Hopper, will return for Season 4. At the end of the season, it's confirmed that Hopper died when the machine exploded, but the post-credit scene could hint otherwise. Is Hopper still alive? It's a possibility. Did Hopper die in Stranger Things 3? Is Hopper still alive? In the 3-month later epilogue, we're told that Hopper died in a fire after the underground Russian machine exploded, but the thing is, we didn't see him die and there was absolutely no blood, flesh or bones left in the area he was standing when the explosion happened. Could Hopper have been caught by the Russians when Joyce closed her eyes to turn the keys? Is he the American prisoner in the cell? Did he jump into the Upside Down just before the machine exploded? Or should we all just let it go and accept the fact that he died a hero, saving Hawkins in the process? Never. Shortly after the release of Season 3, David Harbour started dropping hints about Hopper's fate on Instagram. After changing his profile picture to list the digits of Murray Bauman's phone number, which, when called, led us to a voicemail Easter egg directed at Joyce, David is back at it again and is dropping even juicier hints about where Hop could possibly be. With the phone number out the way, he's now moved on to hinting at the Upside Down with a series of images referring back to Eleven's mum in Stranger Things 2 and new profile pictures referencing the famous Milgram psychological experiment. After completing Murray's phone number, David uploaded an upside-down picture of a sunflower from behind with the caption, "Looking at an object from behind and inverted can add a new dimension to it. This can work with anything, but most especially those objects you think you know well." Quote. The next day, he uploaded a picture of a rainbow with the caption, "Refraction of light through water moisture in the air can produce a rainbow. Inherent in white light are all colors. Objects are endowed with properties of color due to the spectrums of light that they reflect, absorbing all others. A pale stuffed yellow lion toy will reflect a wavelength interval of around 575 nanometers." Fans immediately recognized those two objects as two of the words that Eleven's mum Terry kept chanting in Season 2, sunflower, rainbow, 3 to the right, 4 to the left. 450. The pale stuffed yellow lion is also a reference to the toy that Eleven had in her room at the lab. Hopper also sees the toy while he's in the Upside Down trying to find Will. It's also worth noting that when you invert Murray's phone number and use it as a longitudinal coordinate, you'll end up in Kamchatka, Russia. Exactly where the American prisoner is being held. This is what the Mind Flayer in Stranger Things actually looked like on set. MP4. What will happen in Stranger Things 4? The end of Season 3 saw the gang split. Joyce Byers finally moved out of Hawkins, taking Will and 11 with her. Mike, Dustin, Lucas and Max all remained, along with Nancy, Steve, Robin and Erica. Season 4 could explore those new dynamics, and how the party will get on without two of their key players. On the romance front, Mike and Eleven's relationship will be tested too. Max and Lucas were still a thing at the end of the season while Steve remains single after Robin came out to him. Dustin's relationship with Susie, who is real, could be a part of the season 2. Nancy and Jonathan will no doubt be a couple but could see their relationship tested with college and distance. And as for Joyce, justice for Joppa. Despite not managing to reopen the gate to the Upside Down, the Russians are still at large and are now in the possession of the original Demogorgon. How they got it remains to be explained, but it's there, and they're probably about to weaponize it for reals. Speaking of the Russians, there's still the looming question over the identity of the American prisoner they're holding captive in Russia. All signs are pointing to Chief Hopper, but are our suspicions correct? The next season will probably have more focus on the Russians and reveal the identity of that prisoner. Could it be Dr. Brenner? The main storyline of Season 4 could focus on Eleven and how, or if, she ever gets her powers back. At the end of Season 3, following the battle in the mall, Elle loses her powers and she's no longer able to move things with her mind. With the Upside Down threat now at large again, it's only a matter of time before she attempts to regain those powers to save her friends. And once she regains those powers, she'll no doubt be able to locate Hopper if he's still alive, right? What have the cast said about Stranger Things 4? So far, most of the cast members have just expressed what they'd like to see, mainly because they don't actually know too much about what's happening. It's all very top secret. Speaking to Entertainment Tonight, Schnapp revealed that he already has a few ideas about where we will be next season, saying, "I know that I might have a separate storyline from everyone else, so we might be filming, like, in another place." Quote, "Considering the Byers family moved away from Hawkins with 11, could most of Will's storyline have absolutely nothing to do with Hawkins and his friends? David Harbour also has absolutely no idea if Jim Hopper is dead or alive, or who that American prisoner is. I have no idea," he said to ET Online, before expressing his hopes that Jim is alive. "I mean that, of course, is my hope too. It seems pretty crazy, though. He did glance around a little bit, but he seemed to be trapped and the machine exploded." And then you cut to some town in Russia, right? Where there's some American and some prisoner. I don't know, I mean, it seems strange. The Duffer Brothers also confirmed to Entertainment Weekly that Season 4 is going to open up a little bit, not necessarily in terms of scale, in terms of special effects, but open up in terms of allowing plot lines into areas outside of Hawkins. Assuming there's a Season 4, obviously the question of who that American is in that cell and then also what they're doing with the Demogorgon is a tease, said Ross Duffer. That's obviously going to play a huge role in a potential Season 4.